Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back, and we're doing a best of 3 March of the Machines draft. About to fire off here. We're going to see what our rares are. Yeah, this format's pretty nuts. The fact that a pack can have 3 rares in it is pretty nuts. Alright, well, we got Nahiri's Warcrafting. I'm just going to highlight it for now. But 3 mana, sorcery, 5 damage to a creature, planeswalker, battle. Look at top X, where X is excess damage dealt. And then you get one of those cards and you can play it that turn. Pretty awesome, amazing card. Sunblessed Guardian. 2 mana, 2/2 transforms into a thing that taps and attacks and put +1/+1 counters on the thing for each on this. Also a sweet card. Furnace Gremlin. Haven't played with it, but it is an uncommon, so presumably pretty good. Inflatable, then dies and you get another body out of it. Potentially a big one. Rona is a fun card. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually drain. It just makes your opponent lose 1 life. Draining would make this card so much better, but that's okay. Merciless Repurposing. Instant speed, it does exile, it incubates, so you get a lot of value out of it, but 6 mana is a lot. Then we have Invasion of Azgal. 2 mana, enters, target player sacks a creature or planeswalker, loses a life, and then Ashen Reaper, which gets bigger for permanents put in the graveyard. Also good. Okay, past Glissa. Casual 5 mana, 3/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, incubate 2 twice. Transform all incubator tokens you control. Phyrexians you control gain first strike and death touch until end turn. This seems insane. Incubate 2 twice. This just spits out dudes you can turn into creatures. It's pretty awesome. Otherwise, in red we have Invasion of Mercadia. Enters, discard a card if you do, draw 2. Which is good. Good cheap cost for card advantage. And then discard a card, create 2. It makes a 3/3 that you can discard a card and make little blue elemental creatures. And it also buffs all your dudes. That's really good, too. Volcanic Spite here in red, also some removal. But I'm kind of feeling this card that, you know, just comes out. And if you play it pre-combat, immediately spits out 2 incubate creatures. Then the next turn can flip them, too. This card's incredible. I love it. Other good cards in here. Well, this comes in and incubates, and then just anytime you transform a Phyrexian, it gets bigger too. And then we're Basichandra as well. Wow, this is pretty awesome. So it either ramps you, although once you're at 6, you probably don't need to ramp anymore, but whatever, it gets bigger. Comes in and, yeah, I think you got to take Chandra. I mean, the -X alone, it just comes in and for -4 you can deal 4 damage to 2 targets, up to 2 targets. It's awesome. Or +1 exile top 5, which honestly is probably a tough one to use because in limited, because you're gonna get through your deck real quick there. But still, just come in as like a kill option and then just start +2ing it to build that back up again. This card's incredible. So I wonder if we can play 2 color and then splash Glissa. So technically 3 color, but like red green or red black. We'll see. Quindy's in here. If you have enough first strike creatures, I could see it being good. Astral Wingspan, have seen it played once. Invasion of Urgamon. This comes in, create a treasure, discard a card. If you do, draw. That's not bad. Okay, so Stormclaw Rager. 3 mana, 2/2, sack another creature or artifact, put a counter on it, and draw a card. But you can only do it as a sorcery. Rampaging Geoderm. So I've got both green, red, and black-red options. This is a 4 mana, 3/3 trample haste. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 until end turn. It's attacking battle, put a +1/+1 counter on it instead. So this attacks as a 4 mana, 4/4 trample haste at worst, and it can pump something else. That's pretty excellent. Searing Barb, Pyretic Prankster in here. I feel like taking the Geoderm over the Rager, since you can only activate this as a sorcery, but I mean, you get a card out of it. This just seems like a... I mean, the difference between 3 and 4 mana is actually significant. That's true. You know, I already did red. I just did red-black. Maybe I'll... I mean, I don't actually know if it matters. We'll find out. So I could have gotten Jury if I'd taken the black-red. Instead, we may just take a green card here. Herbology Instructor seems exactly what the doctor ordered with this deck, since we technically can transform it without losing life. It is a 2-drop that eventually turns into a kill spell, which is excellent. It's a 2-drop we desperately need. It gains life. It's a decent blocker. Buys us time. We're already technically splashing black for Glissa, so that all works for me. So take Herbology Instructor and be happy about it. In white, we have a attacking or blocking kill spell that also exiles. Storm the Seed Core, which is good for the +1/+1 counter. Archetype, Placid, Rotten Tail, same thing. Jury is just a solid 2-drop blocker that with huge potential upside at some point in the game. I feel good about the Instructor, though. All right, Jin-Kataxi is just a casual 10-drop. This card wins games, though, for sure. At the beginning of your instep, draw 7. Each opponent's maximum hand size is reduced by 7. The problem is you can't afford to draw 7 too long and limited, and we're not in blue, so I think we'll stick to some other options here. So I can take the Portent Tracker. I kind of like this. It doesn't actually fix. It fixes for double color. It doesn't fix for a splash color, but it does ramp, and it's a 2-drop, and we're likely green, and we already have some things I'd really like to ramp into. Getting a cheaper Chandra, or playing Chandra a turn early, or Glissa a turn early seems real good to me. So we'll take Portent Tracker, and at this point we're starting to really commit to red-green, which I don't have a problem with. Kenra's Spell Spear, 2-drop, 2/2 Trample Prowess. Wow, and then it transforms into a Trample Ward 2 Prowess. I mean, that's pretty good. Otherwise, Serpent Blade Assailant, Death Toucher with backup, that's pretty good too. I think we got to take the 2-drop with Prowess that potentially turns into a Prowess. And it's got Trample. I mean, this is really good. I imagine it's excellent with all the green pump you can get too. Trailblazing Historian in here as well, but yeah, we'll just slam a Spell Spear, be happy about that. Unfortunately, Radha is not that good. It can't actually pump itself, which is kind of depressing. Could take the Frontliner. It's a 2-drop that works well against battles, but I think the best pick here is actually just the Rugged Highlands, unless I really thought I could make... I think Radha is kind of a trap card. I remember when it was, you know, in the actual set you were playing, and didn't turn out to be as good as you wanted it to be, unfortunately. And in this deck, at best, it's +3/+3, which is not bad. But the Geoderm can pump itself, so Radha can't. Let's just take Rugged Highlands, be happy about it, and move on. So there's a Dreadship here, which we don't really need. Could take a Traxxas Fall. It's at least a sideboard card. I think the chance of playing a Marauding Dreadship is probably low, unless this card turns out to be good, which I'm a little unconvinced about. I mean, this is technically main deckable, but I'm going to assume it's more of a sideboard card for this deck for now. So Arachnoid Adaptation is actually pretty good. Incubator Beast is kind of cool because you get a body plus an Incubate 5, which isn't bad, but I think I might just take the Adaptation, get a combat trick. I mean, Reach and Untap are two really, really nice things to have, in my opinion. Really nice things to have. Because it just allows you to block surprise or block flyers, or surprise block flyers, which is really good. I'm going to take this Bonded Herd Beast. You know, I haven't played this card, but I played against it enough to realize it's pretty good. Turns out 7 Power Menace the turn after you play it is a pretty beefy common. So I can take Searing Barb. I guess you get an Incubate 1 out of it, which is kind of weird, but it kills something and maybe makes something unable to block. I could see myself potentially playing it. All right, we'll take the Historian. At least it blocks. Hoping we don't have to play it. Depth Guard. Do we have things that put +1/+1 counters? We have an Adaptation, which I can pump it with, but as of now, it seems unlikely I will need it, but that's all right. Guardian of Gearper. 3-mana, 3/3 comes in. Exile a creature or artifact you control. Return to the battlefield. Well, I don't think we need that. Could take another Rampaging Geoderm. I'm kind of okay with that. We have Rouse Reinforcements, which is not bad. But I could see taking another Geoderm. This thing is like turn 2 Portent Tracker, turn 3 Geoderm attack, turn 4 Geoderm. I mean, you're getting in for some beefy Trample Hastiness at that point. So take it over the expensive dude. Rouse Reinforcements, which I do like a lot. Great for Convoke, which we don't have any of right now. I think Javelineer is totally playable, but let's take the Rampaging Geoderm, I would say, and be happy enough about that. Maybe we'll get Reinforcement or the Frontliner back. Thankfully, we've got a decent amount of 2-drops at the moment. Not bad. We're really only splashing Glissa right now. Ooh, Invasion of Ravnica. This comes in, exile a non-land permanent opponent controls that isn't exactly 2 colors. And then it turns into this Guildpact Paragon. Whenever you cast a spell, it's exactly 2 colors. Look at top 6 of your library, reveal a card that's exactly 2 colors from among them, put it in your hand. So you probably can't trigger that too often. Right now we can trigger it with 3 different cards. Hopefully we can find more. Otherwise, you could take this 4-drop Hermit. That's a 4/4. It turns into a thing that turns other things into 5/5s. There's a Seed Core here. Shadow the Source, Convoke Removal, an Adaptation. I think we'll take this Invasion. I like that it's expensive, but it's mythic, and it turns into a pretty decent body. So that's cool. So it can't exile itself, though, right? It doesn't work like that? I don't think it does. Exile target non-land permanent, and opponent controls it. So it has to... It probably has to die to be able to exile and flip. Into the Fire. 3 mana, deals 2 damage to each creature planeswalker in battle. So we already got a board wipe. Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many +1. So that's pretty useful, I would say. Otherwise, we have... Furnace Rains. Oh, Jungle Hollow would be some nice fixing, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the board wipe. That seems like it could potentially be really good. And it doesn't kill Spell Spear, doesn't kill Historian, doesn't kill Herbology Instructor. It does kill Portent Tracker, but there's a ton of things in our deck it doesn't kill. So it's actually potential one-sided board wipe. I would say you're going to end up using that a lot more than put any number of cards in the bottom, just because we're probably going to be playing our lands for most of the game. But still, just super useful effect, I would say. So we'll take that. Freewheeler, technically splashing black, so we could consider it, but likely not happening, let's be honest. So I could take the double strike. I actually was impressed with Fearless Skald when I played it. Wary Thespian, 2-drop that... Oh, it enters or dies. You know, that's actually pretty solid 2-drop. You get potential double Surveil off of that. I kind of like that. Or we can take Shadow the Source. How many creatures do we have? We have 9 currently. I might be okay with Shatter the Source, because our removal is a little bit light at the moment. I do like this Thespian, but... And I do like the Fearless Skald, too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take Fearless Skald, because just the idea of giving double strike to a Rampaging Geoderm attack, it turns into with the backup counter, a 5/5 trample double strike. That's pretty excellent. So here I could see taking maybe another Biology Instructor if we're already splashing the black. Wait, what's Dina do? You have to gain life in order for it to really do something, or you can sack things and make it bigger. What's this Sailback do? 5 mana, 3/4, enters, gains haste, or destroy an artifact. That's really good too, but I think I'd rather have the Instructor. Just cheaper. The fact that it turns into a kill spell later really is nice. So I'm going to take that, even though the Assailant would be good too. I like it. There's a Beat Stick. Harried Artisan is totally fine. Could take the Bane Splitter. I think we'll take the Artisan here, though. I don't think there's anything else I'm really looking for. I like the Artisan, too. Even if you do, we've already got a lot of dudes we have to pay 2 life to sort of... to transform, but it's not the end of the world. I could take Bloodfell Caves here, or I could take the Sailback. Sorry, Lee's a little upset. I'm gonna take the Bloodfell Caves. Could take the Fearless Skald. Oh, I'm actually gonna take another. I'm gonna take another Portent Tracker. Just to get some more ramp. Sorry, he's getting really upset, so I'm just gonna mute it. I'll try to mute it. Well, it's not working. Well, I guess I can't mute it. So I can take Javelinier here, which is probably fine. I'll see if I can chill him out after this draft. Oh, we got a whole pack after this, though. Yeesh. So I can take Storm the Seed Core, which isn't bad, and Pump Spell, or Eraser. I guess we'll take the uncommon. So this is a Steel Spell. take the Timberland Ancient. I doubt we'll need it, but he just needs to be walked around with, and he would be okay. Here we might just take the weakest card. I'll take the Death Toucher. I feel like he just needs to be set down for a nap or something. So we could take another Into the Fire here. Another potential board wipe. 2 of those probably wouldn't hurt. Invasion of Maragonda comes in and lets you fight, and then you get an ooze. That's pretty good too. This is when I could really use a pacifier. I'm going to pause it. Alright. So we could take Wary Thespian here. We could take Vengeance to Earth. Got Val Duke, but we don't have auras and equipment. Could take Shadow the Source, which we don't have yet. We only have, well, we have a decent amount of cheap stuff. I could see maybe taking Shadow the Source, get a removal spell that can blow up artifacts randomly. I do like Wary Thespian though. I do think that card's good, especially if you're like digging for lands or something. The fact you get 2 triggers is nice too, but I think I'll take Shadow the Source. Alright, so Furnace Rain, Steel Spell again. Ayara is obviously too black intensive. Ren's Resolve is a good card in a nutshell, or you take Placid Rottentail, Vigilance, but I feel like I really like Ren's Resolve, but do I want to take it here? I kind of do. I always say I like Ren's Resolve, and then I take it and don't play it. I think it's good. You get until your next turn to cast it, which is pretty considerate. I think I'm going to get rid of the Depth Guard. Could take the Hermit now. Might just take Surveyor. There is the Gremlin again, but Surveyor is just such an excellent card. Go with Convoke. We'll fix for black. I don't think there's any reason to not take it here. I like the Assailant, but we got it back last time, so. Well, technically not on colors with us, but turns out a Vigilance Menace lifelink is probably pretty good. Let's see here. Invasion of Urgamon. So another chance to come in, create a treasure, discard a card. Yeah, this is for 2 mana. That's so good. Reinforcement's good too. I'm going to take this battle though. This is excellent. It'll fix for us and ramp. Even if it's a temporary ramp, it's pretty awesome. Oh, this is cool. That's nice. Get a card back with that. I'm going to take the cheap ramp thing though. So I could take another Ren's Resolve, or I could take Searing Barb. We already have 1 Searing Barb, and we have a Ren's Resolve. Maybe Searing Barb for out of sideboard. I don't know if we need 2 Ren's Resolves. So Windscar Crag doesn't fix for us. Invasion of Regatha I can deal to players. It's not bad. This is cool, but we don't have enough battles to really justify it. Maybe Regatha, because it can destroy. If we're playing against a lot of X1s, I could see it being good. Finn is actually a card that is just fine as like a 2-drop Death Toucher. I like that quite a bit, and we could use some more cheap stuff. Finn is just legitimately good in my mind. All right, Vengeance Earth is a potential, I don't know, sideboard surprise blocker, attacker. Balduck we don't need, and maybe another Vengeance Earth, just in case we're playing against something super aggressive. Rottentail I like. I doubt it makes the deck, but it's a cool card. It's better for the +1/+1 counter deck, I would say. So we have quite a few cuts to make, but it's a fine problem to have. I'm going to take the second Assailant, I think, just because I kind of like it with the Death Touch and all. And I already have a Javelineer, right? Yeah, I do. Just taking Emery. Take an expensive dude. Slasher. I mean, 4 mana, 4 power Menace, honestly, is pretty good. That is pretty good. The fact that it's a 4/3, even if you're not attacking battles, which we do have a couple battles, even if you're not attacking battles, just 4 mana, 4 power menace is pretty good. So we have to make at least a few cuts. So we have this, the Bloodfell Caves, and Skittering Surveyor. So 4 black for our Glissa, as well as helping to flip our Herbology Instructor. That's probably fine. We have 20 creatures. So we can at least probably cut the Historian. I feel okay about that. Should probably cut a little bit of our top end. I don't know if I need a Javelin here. I think, once again, I'd prefer to have the Scald just for trample value. I don't think we need the Timberland Ancient. It's got kind of enough top end as is. I definitely want to keep the Herd Beast. I think I like Herd Beast more than Javelineer. Javelineer is good too, though. I mean, they're both really good. I'm going to cut Storm the Seed Core. Not that I dislike this card. I think this card's actually really good. I just don't think we need it. I think I'm going to cut the Rotten Tail too. I want to keep the Spell Spear though, because I do like this card. I'll have to pay the life to transform it, but even if you don't transform it, just like a Trample Prowess dude is kind of nice. The Warcrafting, I don't know if we need Searing Barb. We have the Into the Fire board wipe stuff too. It is a sorcery though, not that that's a huge deal. Maybe want to keep the Slasher. Let's cut the Storm the Seed Core. I think we'll cut the Javelineer. So how many multicolor cards did we end up with total? Just 1, 2, 3. Only 4. Only 4. Not that many, but not a huge deal. Still just coming in as a 5-drop that exiles something and then you can eventually turn it into a 5/5 is pretty good in my mind. So I could see maybe cutting Searing Barb. Not that I dislike this card, it's just I don't think we really need it. We don't need to get by blockers, and maybe 3 mana for 2 damage if it's not doing it to all creatures isn't quite worth it. Plus Into the Fire, also, being able to get rid of it and replace it at a certain point in the game too is nice. It's basically going to be a 3 mana cycler, but it's okay. So we have to make 2 more cuts. I could see maybe cutting the Adaptation. I don't exactly want to, but particularly since we don't have reach. That's true. But I'm thinking we probably cut it. And technically I can cut 1 more creature and still be good. We've got some good Death Touchers in here. We've got Finn the Fangbear and Serpent Blade Assailant. It's kind of cool that Finn technically works with Assailant. Could potentially poison your opponent out. Not likely to happen. Got the trackers to ramp, which is nice. So I have to make 1 more cut. It could be a creature. I kind of like all of our top end. I think I might maybe cut an Assailant. I like the card. I think it's good, but I'd rather have evasion potential with Artisan. And also, Artisan doesn't die to Into the Fire. Neither does Spell Spear. We have a lot of things now that don't die to Into the Fire, which is, I would argue, a pretty nice benefit. So color-wise, we're looking like pretty even on red and green. So we have 6, 7, 8 red and 7, 8 green and 3 black. That's a pretty good mana base. This looks like a fun deck. All right, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Okay, round 1, we'll play first. It's a keep. Got a board wipe. Turn 4, so I can even play my 3 power dudes, or 3 toughness dudes, and Into the Fire at some point. We have all 3 colors. Obviously a little bit mana heavy hand, but we're kind of a mana heavy deck too, so. And Into the Fire maybe can clean this hand up if I draw straight lands. Alright, it's not a bad draw. Question is, do I want to play that on turn 3? I'm not sure yet. Alright, well, we're going to pitch a Swamp. And now I feel a little bit more comfortable playing an Assailant, I guess. I could have waited until next turn and done the Slasher. That's true. I guess I can do the Slasher now, though. well, at least I didn't get any value. That's good. Into the Fire's still looking pretty good, too. Well, I think we'll pitch the Forest. So, guess I can attack with both. It's a pretty good trade for them, given that we've got Into the Fire in hand, but it's alright. Interesting choice. So we'll just I guess I can trade a damage for 1 defense. Alright. I can kill that at some point. Looks like next turn. Don't quite have the mana yet, so they're gonna get something good here. And this gets bigger when I mean, I could prevent that. I'd have to lose my instructor. I think I'm just gonna let them have it. It's only when a creature an opponent controls dies. All right. Ooh. Cool. So they're gonna get something good here. What'd they get? Is it any card in the yard too? Wow. Nice. All right. So we got our 5th land. So. Into the Fire's not doing so much now. And I can't well, I could technically transform this, but turn it into a 3/3. Kill Ravi Singer, but then I'd probably take too much damage. So I can do Shatter the Source and maybe kill the Menace dude, and then I'm taking 14. Still a lot, but best use of mana, so I think we'll do that. This has Menace too? Jeez. Alright, well, this will kill this thing. For 10. Okay. So, wonder if I have to exile the flyer now. So exile flyer. Mauler's got Menace. Could exile the Ancient. That might be what I have to do, and then find another answer for Grandmother or Ravi Singer, because then at least I'm not dead yet. I think we have to do that. I mean, I want to take care of the flyer, but we're right at the dangerous life total where I don't think I can do that. I think all of our Death Touchers are actually going to be pretty good here. So we'll take 9. So I can only activate that as a sorcery. It's a lot of milling. Guess we'll ditch that. I guess they're getting more information, but that's alright. So I can do Inner Fire and kill all their blockers. I still don't have enough to kill Invasion, and I'll die to the Flyer. So I guess I can do this. And I don't think there's anything I can find, but it's the only out I can think of. So we'll go to game 2. So a lot of Nezumi Informants, which unfortunately is kind of good against us because we're kind of a clunky deck here. So I can kill a Flyer with this or a battle. Reach Dude wouldn't be bad. Don't want more Death Touch. Could see dropping the Into the Fires. If it's just a board wipe for 1/1s, I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I guess it takes out this. I feel like it doesn't deal with enough things in their deck. So I think I'm going to take these out and probably just run more beef if they're making us discard. So at least if I can hold on to those, I can do more with them. Maybe the Death Toucher. All right. I guess that's probably fine. We'll try that. All right, we'll play first. Let's keep. Good hand. All 3 colors again. Just really nice. I wonder what we discard. Are we going to discard a land again? Or do I discard the Harried Artisan? Because you know they're just going to start jamming them. So I wonder if it's... Maybe we get rid of the Artisan and go for the Geoderm. Well, they didn't cast one, so I think we'll do this instead. I think if they attack with Thespian, I probably just allow it, and that way I can get in with the Geoderm. Ooh. Then no. Oh, that's cool. So, it's whenever you attack. It's not even like attack with. That's so good. So I guess we'll do Geoderm and attack with the Artisan here. I'm willing to trade this for a Fin. That's fine. Because now at least I have like Fearless Scald too. Get some Death Touch, or double striking value going. Or not. I think we'll take that just because I can eventually flip this dude here, so... yeah, I think we'll divide up the... Just because it's 4 damage and now their Thespian can't really comfortably block my Instructor. Plus now this can kill a... This can give neg 4, which is obviously pretty good. Alright, I think we'll get rid of the... Actually, that's a good question. I can get a battle out of this, whereas this I can get an extra card. I kind of don't want to kill either of their dudes. I think I'm going to get rid of Warcrafting. That's a tough one. Torturing Slasher's good too. So, guess we'll just get in with the Scald. And then drop a Slasher. Alright, that's cool. So I don't have the mana for Embology Constructor yet. They'd have to... Alright, I think I'll drop this. And then I guess we can actually get rid of the Port and Tracker. Alright. So now it, yeah. So then I'll get Scald going on Invasion. That's fine. I get to Surveil. And then we'll drop a land. And now we've got a pretty good looking board here. I guess if they have a board wipe, we're in trouble, but no, we're just... They're big spell here, so they're going to get some creatures out of this. Let's see what they get from us, huh? Oh, they're going to get Chandra. That's too bad. So they're going to kill two of our dudes. They actually didn't take Chandra, which is kind of shocking. Okay. So I can at least flip this and kill Moloch. We don't need to cash out our treasure, I guess. Not exactly sure why I'm saving it, but we'll kill that. I think I've got a... Oh, I have to discard to get it, though, huh? So I could get Invasion of Ravnica and hope they don't have another discard, unless it's in my graveyard, too. I have to look there. No, it is. So I don't know if I have any. It says land or battle, but... I think we just keep the Javelin here. That's what I think. Good one. We'll do Javelineer and jam the Highlands. That's nice. So we can kill Glissa here. So we'll kill Glissa and hopefully just do what we need to do on the back of Onaki Javelineer. We don't have our board wipe anymore. Alright. Not the end of the world. At least we still have a good blocker for Ancient, which I think has a reach too, right? Yeah. Still looking pretty good. They don't have a great attack, so. Alright, I guess we'll just play land. We know they have all those Nezumi dudes, so I feel like there's no real reason to sandbag lands. Because we know they have like 3 informants at least in there. So I mean, right now we can double block with Invoker and Cliff Charger against an Ancient, so we're okay on that front. It's going to be tough to win now, unfortunately. So, good draw on my opponent's part, though. Excellent drawing. So, the play now is to go block here, block, block, block. Let me take 16, 18. So I can't do that. I'll die. I think they probably just have lethal. I think they just top deck for the win, unfortunately. Bummer. So other option. Yeah, what a bummer. So we can do this. And then this. And this. And then we take 8 plus 10, 18. Unless my math's off. Could be off. We'll find out. I counted 18. All right, see you for the next one. All right, round 2, play first. Yeah, we can keep this. Got all the colors. Sharing our black and red, but that's actually just fine for what our deck needs, so it worked out. And we have the Geoderm into Fearless Scald again. Hopefully that does something. Can even transform Spell Spear on turn 3, which is kind of nice. It's a good draw. So next turn, the Geoderm. Get some good damage in that way. All right, so I think we'll do the Geoderm, and this has Ward 2, so I guess we'll just attack here. Guess I'm taking 4 here. But I didn't want to... I don't really want to trade my Stalker for the Scrounger. Especially since we're a land away from some pretty big value potential with double prowess. So I think we'll take this. I can't block Tetsuko because it's unblockable. I could trade with the Scrounger, but I don't really want to. Discarded Branch Burner. Okay. Alright, cycling. Well, that's a good sign for us. Alright, we got the land, so I think we'll jam the Scald here. Oh, bummer. Alright, well, at least we get to get in. Oh, wow. So, Chandra can actually Lava Axe my opponent, too. It's pretty strong. They both have Trample, too, which puts my opponent in a kind of tough spot. Sure. Nice one. All right, so so I can do Surveyor plus Into the Fire, but that doesn't really make sense. I can do Into the Fire, deal 2 to each creature, kill Scrounger. Or I can just do Invasion, kill Agar. Get in for 5. Yeah, this is probably the best, I guess. Oh, isn't exactly 2 colors. Bummer. Well, I guess it works out. So, we'll just take out the Scrounger. And then I can attack here. And at least get my other 5/5. So, I kind of get it. I couldn't kill them anyway, so this way I get a couple dudes. Well, I mean, the good news is I've got the Into the Fire now, which with the Trample on Spellstalker is probably lethal. Does this give all your stuff Convoke too? No. So, kill their chump blockers, pump my dude. And then they can block. Huh. Otherwise, what if I do Chandra, kill their 2 dudes? So I can deal 3 to these 2. I can get in here. Their guys are unblockable anyway, so there's no reason to leave the Paragon back. So, well, our Into the Fires look pretty good. It doesn't kill Tetsuko, but Well, actually, I have quite a few 3 toughness dudes too, but they might have a decent amount of tokens in there. It's tough to say. Huh. Otherwise, I do a fatty instead. Is that my plan? This card's great. Maybe we assume they have more X2s in there. All right. I guess so. I'll keep this. Got all 3 colors with Skittering Surveyor too, so that's nice. We'll see if Into the Fire does something for us. Hopefully it does. All right. Ragavan. Such a silly card. They banned it. It's funny that they banned it and now I have to play against it. Just such an absurd format. Banned and constructed, but just fine and limited. Oh, well, that worked out. Maybe Into the Fire will do something for us. Unless they counterspell my board wipe this turn. Well, at least I'm going to wipe the board. I guess that's good. So, yeah, I think we do this now. Unfortunately, I don't think I can afford to wait much longer here. Ragavan's just too good. And they're tapped out, and we know they have, we know that their deck has counter spells, so I have to do it tactically here. Well, I mean, at least our Into the Fire is looking good, and we have 2 of them. That's nice. So best use of mana here is, I think we just go Surveyor. We could do Slasher, but then I think we do it like this. Get our black mana. And then that way I can still block the Dread Ship. So take 4. Alright, so now we at least can do... So I can't do Instructor. Let me see. So if I do Scald, I can still attack for 2 in the air. I kind of feel like I need to make best use of mana here, though. Like if I do Instructor, yeah, I guess Scald. If they have a kill spell, we're toast. But I think this is the way to do it. Let's see, so... Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough to do. Oh, I do, okay. I have enough to do Instructor, and then I can do Shatter the Source. Okay. Well, that'll work. I needed to do it like this because I have to tap all my dudes. But they can counter this, obviously. Not much I can do about that. No, that worked out. So I can do Chandra and at least kill their 2/2s. Let's do that. Okay. I wasn't going to attack anyway, I don't think. I think it's too dangerous right now. No real reason to. Okay. So I can kill more dudes. This really is just the format of dirt. Oh, that's good value. Okay. So I can do Invasion of Ravnica, exile the Dreadship. And I can here and here. I'm gonna leave the instructor back for hasty baddies, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Oh, that's a good draw. So we can do this. See what we get off Guild Pack Paragon. If we hit. Sure. Still hit. That's nice. And then I can do this. Do Rinse Resolve. And I have until my next turn to do this nonsense, so I'll get in for a bunch here. I guess they could technically kill us here. How much does this cost to equip? Just 2? So if they have 2 plus a removal spell, we die? I guess we don't die. So they need to transform plus equip. Alright. Still a dangerous game, but we did get there. We beat a banned card, so I guess that's good. Yeah, this format's really just, it feels like a real feel-bad format. I'm sure it's fun to watch, but just a ton of feel-bad powerhouse cards. Alright, we'll see for round 3. Okay, round 3, we'll play first. Oh yeah, we can keep that. We got the Portent Tracker, and we have the Surveyor. We're got all 3 colors. We're on pace for a turn 4 Glissa. It's pretty slick. I like that. Hopefully I don't kill this Portent Tracker. Oh, good. That's good. Alright, well that worked out, because we sure needed it. So we're at least at Geoderm mana. Draw a land, we're at Glissa mana. That's pretty good. There we go. So we'll just get immediate, just get the Glissa value. If I try and do this, does it let me untap? Let's see if it lets, I don't know how this works. So it won't let me do it? All right. So we'll do Glissa, we'll get Incubate twice. Just keep incubating and make an army. Now we're a land away from Chandra as well, which is pretty nasty. I'm gonna kill the Portent Tracker. Smart. Smart. So that technically moves us 2 away from Chandra, but we still have Geoderm in hand. We got a pretty good looking hand here. Alright. Second Dreadship we've seen. Maybe the card is good. I don't know. So we have Warcrafting, which we can't cast. What do I want to do here? I want to make the best use of mana. Which I guess is Geoderm, so I guess we'll do that. It's just unfortunate because I don't exactly want to attack here either. Not a huge deal. I mean, we're still making good use of our limited mana, so it's okay. I wonder if I transform next turn. I mean, 4 attacking 2/2s is pretty good. That's nice. So does it have trample too? Alright. Let's see. And how does it work? Look at that many cards. You may reveal a creature land, put it in your hand. It's like a double block. And then they don't get anything. I guess that's alright. I lose a Surveyor, but they don't get an extra card. I'm kind of okay with that. Not great, not terrible. Alright, I could take out Doomscar Warrior here. I already played a land this turn, though, so... Play Assailant, too. Guess I'll just kill this. Oh, well that's cool. So I'll exile the Instructor. Oh, alright. Not interested. Got it. So, certainly enough X2. Well, Dreadship being activated. I mean, we probably just still keep the 2 into the fires for now and presume they're going to be decent. And run it back for now. Alright, I've got a 1-lander here, which means mulligan. And this one will keep. This is actually a fine hand. We'll probably ditch the... I'm thinking the Assailant? Because any land, and at least I can go Portent Tracker into turn 3 4-power Menace. And then Rin's Resolve maybe finds lands too, hopefully, ideally. Alright, that'll work. So we can do it turn 3. Slasher here. Oh, How sad. Alright, so we'll take some... Oh, well, they're attack that instead. So, oh, Finn's a good draw. So we'll do land, and we'll do Finn. Streetwise Negotiator's a great card. There. Alright. So we got the War Train Slasher here. I think we'll do that. And this. Huh. So, might have to trade Slasher for Dreadship. Which is fine. We'll just have to do it. I don't love it, but we'll do it. Whoops. Well, at least they screwed that up. That's helpful. 2 cards left in hand. So we have our 5th land. Let's do... Well, if I do the 5th land, we can do Shadow the Source. So I'm actually going to do that. And then pass. So, geez, that one's a good one. So I can do Shadow the Source. Dang. Well, no choice. I don't love it, but otherwise I can't cast it, so we gotta do it. They're gonna be able to activate their dude, though, unfortunately. Oh, I guess I could have blown up Dreadship instead, huh? Well, they have to activate Dreadship at least, so maybe I would rather kill the creature. I mean, either way, they're getting the same thing here, so... I don't actually know. Because it has to be crude. Maybe it is worse. So we'll do Rin's Resolve. See what we find here. Got a land. Unfortunately, I can't do what I need to do here. Because we don't have the black mana. So they're going to be able to get some dudes. Until we can find that black mana. Nice draw there. So I didn't even look what they get out of this. Let's find out, huh? 5/5 with power and toughness equal to number of lands you control, huh? Alright. So do this. Pass. Alright, so just kind of getting beat down here. Not much we can do about it. Guess I could save that in case I get into the fire now. I don't want to transform Spell Spear because it's just going to cost me 2 life and not really do anything. Looks like it's GG's here. We'll take 14. Could have actually activated their Dreadship as well, but that's not a big deal, whatever. Alright, so we get the Surveyor, and then we can play Glissa, and we die because we're at 1 life. So we'll go to game 3 here. See if we can do a little bit better. I love our deck. I think our deck's excellent, but like I said, this is just I have a feeling this is gonna be a real grind of a format, unfortunately. I hate to say that. I don't want to say that early too. That seems like a stupid thing to say because it's so early in the format. I don't want to say I hate it already. I kind of knew going in that it was going to be a Prince format, and some people love that. Some people love Prince formats. I really don't. They tend to be my least favorite. I think my least favorite might be tribal formats, and then above that is probably Prince formats. And Prince format means just a bunch of basically OP, overpowered rares that completely dictate how every single game goes. And how you draw doesn't really matter. It's like drawing through a war of attrition doesn't really matter, but just how many rares did you see that game? Did you top deck your rare for the win? Then you did fine. So just some of these cards, they're so insanely powerful. I have a feeling that's going to be this format. I guess I'll take this. I don't know what else to do. Maybe Death Touch is good because they have so many fatties. I mean, we just didn't see black that game, and that's basically why we lost. But yeah, it's just unfair card formats. Really not my cup of tea. But I'll still play it. It's cool. It's not a big deal. I mean, when you have infinite gems and you have a kid, it's a joy to just play Magic. So whatever. Not a format you like. Wait 3 months. It'll be a format. Another chance at a format you like. So let's do Rin's Resolve and hope we hit some lands. Didn't hit lands, but at least we got through 2 cards that weren't lands. That's good. So we got the land this time, and then I think I would prefer the Death Touch or the Instructor. Probably Instructor, because it gains life. Honestly, could go either way on that. I don't know what's better. Great turn 3 play. Alright. Unfortunately, we missed, so kind of a bummer, but what are you going to do? So, once again, just kind of got to battle through a unfair rare on turn 3 that while I'm missing land drops, so it's going to be a tough one. And I can't even double block and kill it, so I'm just going to get a bunch of free value. So, and now I'm in the position where they're going to be untapped next turn, attacking with Doomscar Warrior. So even if I play a 4-drop, like, it's just, unfortunately it's late now, so we're just going to get, I think we're going to get creamed, but no choice. Nothing to be done. But yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get creamed here. Yeah, they're going to spite it right now, and I still won't have a block. Bummer. So I need to draw land so I can Invasion of Ravnica. Still can't really block. Alright, did get the land, so we'll do the Invasion to kill the Doomscar Warrior. Then we'll pass. And then we'll have to do Onaki Javelineer and hope they don't have more removal. Well, I guess I'd rather do it there than... just kill that. Because either way they get the thing. And then we'll play Javelineer to hopefully block the Branch Burner. Nice. So they can just discard lands once they transform it and deal damage to us. Beautiful. Alright, so block this, and does this have trample too, or no? Okay, so we take 8. Alright. GG's. Ended up going 1-2. Let's look at our pity pack and call it a day. Loved our deck. Thought it was great. Had some great overpowered cards, but yet another issue with Prince formats is you miss one land drop, you're done. You might as well just throw in the towel. I mean, you get so far behind so fast, but that's all right. Like I said, some people love these formats. Some people's favorite formats are the Prince formats, and maybe they're fun to watch. You know, I could see them being fun to watch because people like to see probably overpowered stuff get played. That's why Cube is so appealing to people other than myself. But I like watching Cube, so I get it. I'd probably pretty easily take Quintorius here because it's a really, really, really strong card. You just get like free value from your graveyard and then turn your value into more value. So just value on value as well as being a 3/5 Vigilance. Seems like a pretty easy pick. And second pack. Alright, pack one, pick one. Yeah, I'd probably take the 3-mana 4/5 reach that turns into a 6/6 reach lifelink that when it dies gives you 2 bodies. Essentially, the card is completely escaping my mind. The 6-drop 6/6 with Death Touch and lifelink that when it dies, it's the artifact, whatever it's called. That was clearly what this is taken off of. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. Played it for years. It was a super strong card. It's in a bunch of cubes. Seal from Existence is also good. I like Final Flourish. I like Jury. I like Storm Sculptor. And I like Shadow Source. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.